Please listen carefully.
Hello, universe. Welcome to the Optimist Daily Update. I'm Summers Kristy.
And I'm Kristy Jansen, and we are part of the team behind the Optimist Daily, making solutions the news. We bring you reader-funded solutions news every day in order to change the tenor of news media, social media, and the direction of your day to help make it one focused on solutions.
7 days a week, we publish positive news stories written by award-winning journalists and delivered online to your inbox and through our social channels. And also, we are sharing these solutions in a commute-worthy, walk-worthy, road trip-worthy podcast, the Optimist Daily Update. Today is some ambiguous day in late February, early March 2021 because we admittedly have pre-recorded this week's episodes. Kristy and I continue to be on our own journeys. Kristy is quarantining and in her family bubble, and I am somewhere on my way to Austin, Texas, perhaps already there amidst a pile of boxes and no internet access yet. That being said, we wanted to get a jump on it, and Kristy had a brilliant idea of sharing stories about Austin, Texas, an innovative city that is really advancing a lot of good in this world and is a place that I was really excited to move to. So, Kristy, what's our story today that we're going to talk about?
Today we're talking about an article that we first published back in March of 2020. And actually, I think that article was even a follow-up on a previous article because we've been following this company for a while. And the headline reads, "This village for the formerly homeless is adding 3D printed homes." And this is a focus on an Austin, Texas innovative partnership between two different organizations. And they've come together to build a series of 3D printed homes and small houses for persons that are currently unsheltered, experiencing homelessness. Mobile Loaves Fishes, which is I think a nonprofit organization dealing with finding housing for folks who are unsheltered. And they have gotten together with a really interesting company called Icon, which has a unique process of printing homes using a 3D printer with this kind of extruded concrete kind of home. So it's actually building the home. It's cheaper. These are really strong and secure houses. They are able to be actually sort of created in a very short time frame. And they're building this community, which will give a home to folks who need a place to live. And so that's what this article is about.
Yeah, 3D printers have really offered a lot of different opportunities, certainly in construction and alternative construction materials. Sometimes we get annoyed at 3D printed stories on the Optimist Daily, like there was one that Kristy called clickbait because it was a halo for a Pomeranian.
No. It was,
and then there was, but no, Kristy, I'm saying this because also today on my social media, I saw somebody had 3D printed a life jacket for a fish that was having trouble swimming. and it made me laugh, right? Because while these technologies can be used for our furry creature friends and our scaly creature friends, they also really have some innovative tools as far as managing homelessness. And at the beginning of this week, we talked about some of the gentrification challenges that occur. Certainly California, the place that I left to move to Austin, Texas, had huge gentrification and huge homelessness issues. The city of Los Angeles and the homelessness in the county of Los Angeles is just unprecedented. And I have been very impressed to see that Austin has taken an aggressive stance on solving that, and also knowing that perhaps there is an increased sheltering problem that might be coming. So I love that Icon and Mobile Loaves Fishes are developing this here in Austin and will be continuing in other places throughout the country, figuring out how we house our most at risk and how we house just people who have been priced out of their market is really, really critical. It's one of those solutions aren't siloed mindsets. As we improve transportation, as we improve housing options, it's just really, really critical.
The thing that I like about this article is it's actually, there's two different solutions which are in it. One is taking that community first approach to housing and to curing the situation of people experiencing homelessness. And part of that is actually by having enough housing. And the reason that California has such a housing crisis is that we don't have affordable housing here. And I think the fear with all of you Californians who are moving to places like Austin, is that you're going to be importing the housing crisis
The housing
from
crisis,
California.
right? Exactly. And I
And
saw an article about Idaho saying the housing crisis is coming because
yes,
Californians are fleeing one area to
Californians,
another.
stay out. But it's because building homes is an expensive enterprise, and building affordable housing is an expensive enterprise. The other solution that's in this is the idea of creating 3D printed homes. And this is a really innovative technology. And Icon is a really neat company. They're located in Austin. We're going to have a fangirl company. You were talking about Vital Farms. I'm more of a fangirl of Icon, which they use
Yep.
3D robotics, software, and advanced materials. And they're revolutionizing the idea of home building. And it makes the costs go way down. And they can be very attractive. It's very weather protected. It's beautiful little homes. These happen to be micro homes, small houses, but you could make much larger homes with this kind of material. I think Icon participated in a competition to design housing for Mars when people go to Mars,
which is where
happens.
Kristy is going, right? She's not bothering with this whole Austin shenanigan or Portland. She's just straight to Mars.
No, I wouldn't ever want to actually go to Mars, but I like the idea of bringing those kinds of skills that you would need to actually terraform the red planet back to this planet and actually help it be good for human beings to live in. So that's why I like Icon. So that's why I like this article.
And you know what? We had a follow-up story on August 20th that was talking about the end of single-family home zoning and recognizing that single-family homes perhaps are not the future for most efficient and effective homes. In the transportation story, we talked about re-envisioning how we live and the culture of how we live. Cities like Austin, Minneapolis, Seattle have also implemented similar policies to create more equal housing and prepare for the even higher demand in the near future. We're excited to see everyone doing this, not just Austin, Texas, but the whole country and world. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Optimist Daily Update. If you have a city that you are proud of and you want to share solutions or stories, please send them our way to editorial@optimistdaily.com. Otherwise, keep listening, subscribe on optimistdaily.com, and become an emissary if you feel like supporting independent, reader-funded journalism. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.